Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys, and we're back with the return of the Misfits of Demon King Academy season 2. Now, I never did talk about season 1 on the channel, I never reviewed it on the channel, but the thing is, I think sometime a few months ago I actually caught up with the show and I honestly enjoyed it, and I was looking forward to this season 2, because I just liked the show. I like Anos as a character. I like obviously his two side pieces, which are uh Misha and frick, what's her name? Sasha, Misha and Sasha. It's great to see these characters again. It's great to see Lei, Misa, even though Misa's not in a good spot right now. But it was just it was absolutely great to get ingrained in this world again, just from the standpoint to see Anos's, I would say, his very confident attitude, where he's not really phased in the most part, but we can see that it seems like this royal this royal family line, they all are working together for one common goal in terms of taking down Anyos and his people and things like that. So it was a very interesting start of the episode. Like, I thought we were gonna get a chill, like, lax episode, kind of a reintroduction to this series, to this world, because it's been a while, and honestly there's some things I've kind of forgot from watching season 1. I never rewatched all of season 1 again in preparation for season 2. So I might be hairy on some things, and heck, even there was so much information dropped in this week's episode that even for this week, there's some things that, I guess you can say it's still interesting, to say the least, where I can't remember them all. But we actually start the episode off with a flashback 2,000 years ago with the Great Spirit's mother, Leno. And we just have this one god character called Nos Grale or something like that. What was his name? Nos Galia. Thank goodness I remember that. Nos Galia. He just comes in and he's like, hey, Great Spirit's mother Leno, I've come to get you pregnant, pretty much. Which is interesting, because when we cut back to the present, we find out he actually is like harboring inside one of Anos's own like men. And his whole thing is like, oh, there's this child of God that is coming, and who this child of God is, I have no idea. But we see in the flashback that Anyos back in the day took care of this guy with utter ease. He didn't kill him like completely, but he took care of him to make him go away for a bit. And he's pretty much, I guess, he's pretty much resides for the race of the gods in this series and everything. So we have it to where Anyos leaves his bodyguard, one of his bodyguards, with Leno, and they end up, eventually that's when we also get to the whole thing, creating the barrier, yada yada yada, how Anyos sacrifices himself to pretty much reincarnate it. Simple scene. Then you can easily tell that this bodyguard and Leno, through this, montage scene of them traveling, they clearly had some sort of bond. It definitely seemed like the Great Spirit's mother, Leno, was into Anyos's bodyguard. I forgot the bodyguard's name, but was into the bodyguard pretty much. And all of a sudden they get back to the spirit realm, and next thing you know, it's like in shambles. It's all destroyed, it's all burned up and everything. They're wondering what's going on. And then next thing you know, we have this character that looks like Anyos. His name was like Anshu. I forgot what his last name. It was different than Anos's name, but I don't know if that was Anos or something else. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, but it's weird with what was going on there. So I don't know. They cut from that. We cut back to the present time. And it's kind of, again, a reunion to all the characters and everything. You get this funny moment with, Anos and Sasha, where he's like, you're wearing different ribbons, even though they look similar, but I can tell they're different ribbons. And he's identifying to like the lowest degree, and she's getting all flustered and everything. And he's like, but I thought she would be happy if I would recognize that. So It's absolutely funny. I always do. I always did like Sasha's funny tsundere personality. I thought it was absolutely adorable. We see Lei and Misa. You know, people are like, "Oh, you're walking around together," which kind of confirms the little relationship they got going on, and everything. Which I think is adorable. Now, at the end, oh boy, Lei's gonna be kicking himself, and everything. Um, but you know, we see how they have class and everything. We actually see the one chick who was from the Hero Academy. She ends up actually transferring to the Demon King Academy. Um, and she's right then and there. Now, some people don't look too happy about her because of what happened from the events of season one, but the teacher made a mention of like, well, hey, that was somebody else's goal. They have nothing to do with that. She also brought her younger sister too. So I'm guessing they're going to be a part of the main cast and they're going to be like helping him with everything. But that's when they get introduced. We get a new teacher, a new homeroom teacher, because I remember the old homeroom teacher was like an evil person from what I remember too. Again, it's been a while, but we get a new teacher, and that's actually one of Anos's like men in his whole seven commanders thing he got going on. But we find out that it's Nos Grale that's actually taken his body over. And even Onyx makes a mention, he's like, why would a god have to take over a demon's body right now? And pretty much he's like, well, you see, I would hope you take your seat, Demon King of Tyranny. I need to teach the class. Don't worry. I can talk. We'll be able to settle this a little bit later. I'm like, oh, we're going to get a fight. And everything. But it's funny because he plays it off like, oh, this is the Demon King of Tyranny, yada, yada. I love it how the students are obviously all pissed off. They're like, fuck this guy. This dude. We don't care about this dude. But we see on Nose Grale almost literally tries to choke the life out of them. And two, the while he's teaching, he's not teaching about like the demons race stuff and everything about what happened 2,000 years ago. He's talking about it from the gods' perspective, and he's saying like the gods are everything, and you have to obey them, yada yada yada. Going on his own monologue to the point where some of the students are like, "What the hell are you talking about, dude? We don't care." Next thing you know, he's got these like these chains around their necks, literally choking the life out of them for crying out loud, which is absolutely like, I'm like, is somebody gonna do something about this? And Anos is pretty much like, I would advise you let them go. And then pretty much the dude knows Grale is like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna kill me? The whole world will collapse if you freaking kill me. And then it doesn't matter because you just see Anos just stab this guy in the heart and just kills him right then and there. But then he actually brings him back. He only he only held back a bit. He left him like with like 10% left and everything. He's like, you see, since I've reincarnated and started living in this peaceful world, I actually started to understand a little bit of restraint. Maybe back in the day I wouldn't have cared, but now I actually do have some restraint from this peaceful time. But I don't want to leave a peaceful life. So that was absolutely like a slap in the face to him because it's like he could have killed him and just got rid of him right then and there. But he's like, you know what? I can handle you pretty easily. I'm just gonna bring you back, and I'm just gonna not have to worry about you anymore. So, yeah, but there's this whole thing about this child of God and everything, this newborn child of God that is about to appear. So obviously the group makes a whole decision like, what are we gonna do? Split up and everything. Anyos goes on his way. The two sisters go on their way. Sasha and Misha go on their way because eventually we later find out that they hear that the teacher has been abducted, so they go after her, which they find out they have to go up against this chick, the chick who goes to Hero Academy. Sorry again, I'm forgetting names. She gets a call from the other people, from her other friends from the Hero Academy. They're like, yeah, there's something going on weird. They get to their area. Next thing you know, we find out they've been poisoned or something like that. And this one individual shows up before them to confront them and I guess start a fight with them. What is it? We have pretty much a nice scene between Lei and Misa where pretty much they're kind of having a discussion and everything. And it's kind of this whole thing of, in a way, Lei doesn't want Misa to get too much involved to the point she would get hurt and she potentially could die. Obviously, rightfully so, he cares about her. But I was like, I watched the trailer. I know she gets impaled in some way. And I'm like, they're talking about, her not dying. I'm like, there is massive death flags here. Are they gonna really kill? Are they gonna kill Misa off eventually? Because there's really death flags. They're, this whole relationship and everything. They're talking, she tells him like, yes, I understand that, but I still want to fight alongside the man that I'm in love with. And I would do whatever it is to protect him. And obviously, Lei makes the whole thing of like, well, I'm gonna do what I can do with my power to protect you and always keep you protected. They end up finding it. They end up having a nice romantic kiss. I'm like, oh yes, I remember. I love the Lei Misa relationship. I thought that was adorable. I thought that was cute. Next thing you know, they find out that they're actually being confronted by this individual. He takes him off somewhere because he's like, oh yeah, you're somebody from your father wanted to speak with you. He takes her to this room where there's like, it has half the sword that Misa's father has, and the thing is, she automatically immediately gets impaled. And that's where we're left off there. And he like places a curse. This dude places a curse on her. Which, funny enough, when I look at the freaking poster, the one black-haired girl character, I'm starting to think like, that looks like Misa. Probably, I guess, possessed by something. I don't know, but Lei's gonna have to do something to save her. And then obviously Anos is confronted by this one guy. And I forgot his name. He's kind of friend of this one guy. Anos kind of puts everything together, and he's like, oh, I see. And pretty much, the dude's like, I know I don't stand a chance up to you, but listen, accept my offer right here. And yeah, that's kind of where the episode ends off. So this child of God, I don't know what this child of God could be. My prediction is this child of God, it has to do with something with Leno. It has to do something with Leno. Maybe we get another plot twist or some weird, crazy thing. Is that maybe the bodyguard was like in some weird way a god and just used Leno for, his own advances, and I guess got Leno pregnant, and boom, there you go. Child of God right there. That's my prediction, because last season we thought Lei was a pretty much the whole thing with the Lei's storyline last season, that was kind of a plot twist right then within itself. So I'm like, it would make sense that the bodyguard this entire time had something to do with this, and maybe had some sort of weird god powers or something that with that, and in a way, I guess, impregnated Leno. That's my guess, but definitely I can say the mother of this child of God, it's probably got to be Leno. That's just my only guess with what I saw here. But overall, that's just my thoughts. I know I didn't cover everything in depth and everything. There's so much in these episodes, in the Misfits of Demon King Academy episodes, that there's so much to contain. I don't even take notes. I just watched the episode, and I'm on here just giving my thoughts of what I can remember from the episode. But solid episode, great start to the return of season 2 of this, and definitely intrigued to see where the story is gonna go. I'm absolutely shocked that we're just getting right to it. Like we're literally getting set up fights right now. So it's gonna be very interesting to see where this season is going to go. But definitely interested to see more Misfits Demon King Academy. And yeah, but anyways, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Misfits of Demon King Academy. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Cam315 content on the channel, as well as any other anime content I upload. Till then, guys, stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day or night until this video. Peace.